want you guys to go support Piston Mike. Y'all go to the subscribe button. He at 480 right now. Let's get him to 1,000, 100,000, 500,000, million subscribers as soon as possible, bid. Let's help him put it down. Make sure you go over there and subscribe. If you like the Pistons, you want to support me, think about sending me a donation. Best way you can help me right now is go subscribe over to Piston Mike and go help him get his numbers up, putting in work, hard work, smart work, dedicated work, consistent work. So make sure you go over there and appreciate that work. So remember, the name is Piston Mike, and I have a link in the description. If you have a problem finding it on YouTube, it'll be under source link or Piston Mike channel link in the description. Peace. All right, let's talk about Jabari Smith. Hopefully this audio is A-OK. I know, shout out to Mike. He let me know the other audio wasn't A-OK. So I think the other audio was fine. Let me double. I don't think anybody told me the other ones was bad, but yeah, doing it over again. Sometimes you gotta do it over. Sometimes you think you hit the play button, and you didn't hit the play button. You gotta do it over again. But I don't mind it. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist, and I seen some of them. I've been scouting them. I seen some of the highlights, and I seen a couple of the other guys in college. I seen some of them high school, excuse me, which is a totally different thing. But yeah, Jabari Smith, I'll tell you what I think about it, who he reminds me of, kind of a mixture of a couple guys. His father did some research. I kept putting his name in. I didn't know he was a junior. And even when I put junior in, sometimes he didn't come up. But I kept putting his name in there and I figured it out, man. And I watched, some of some of his highlights. Some of these dudes look like the same type of player. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that, some of these dudes look like him and Pablo Branchno, whoever the dude from Duke, they look like the same type of player. You know what I'm saying? They kind of that 4-5 tweener. You know what I'm saying? And maybe in some situations you might be able to get away with them, at the three position. That's who they remind me of. They kind of tweeners, bro. Like Jalen Durham is probably look like he could be a 5. You gotta remember these kids are still growing too. Like he could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I'm saying? Fifth. Like he could be a 5. Barancho and Jalen Smith, they kind of, even though Smith got a more of a linky body, he remind me of an NBA star, which I'll tell you who it is. But he like the Pablo Barashina, he remind me of Jabari Parker with more explosion at the rim. He got more explosion at the rim. You know what I'm saying? And like he got, like I said before, neither one of these dudes are like, like really like super duper like agile. Like I want like that, how can I like that LeBron like kind of agility for their size, or they quick, but I can't really like they more straight line explosive. That's who they are. And they kind of remind me of being the same player. But to me, what separates them is that Parker don't have to drink that special drink because he sweat too much. So yeah, they both like Broshnak remind you of Jabari Parker, but I think he got more explosiveness towards the rim. You know what I'm saying? He might be a little bit more shiftier, but he got people don't believe me. Let me say this real. He got to drink that special drink. What's his boy name? Yeah, he got to drink that special drink, man. People think I be joking when I say that, bro. Because I was watching Sports Center one day and they said that he has to drink a special drink because he sweat too much. All over the place. So yeah. So they said he's a heavy sweater who lost 7 pounds, who loses 7 pounds a game, requires a special drink. It's true. Yep. Why does he lose 7 pounds? If Brancho loses 7 pounds per game due to excessive sweat, and Brancho play on the court so far this season has been tantalizing to the least, but an interesting health concern has popped up along the way. The star freshman struggled with cramping in both Kentucky and Gonzaga games. So yeah, he struggles with Yeah, he struggles with, that special. He got to drink that special drink. I don't think it's nothing that he literally can change. He from Wisconsin, 16. These dudes still growing. They may very well be 7 foot. I think his body screams pro ready right now. When you talk about this kid, I talk about him too much, but I think his body is more pro ready. But so he had a sweating concern. Then he had off the court concern, which really wasn't his fault. But like I said before, it is what it is. They charging the passengers with DUI, but this kid right here, man, is special. All right, this kid right here is elite. Um, he reminds me. I know y'all been waiting. He reminds me of Carmelo Anthony, Bernard King, and Kevin Garnett. That's who this kid remind me of. But everybody can extend they range out to three now. So yeah, that's who this kid remind me of, bro. He got the Kevin Garnett body, and also he got the straight line explosiveness to the rim like Kevin Garnett. And then when you watch him on the block, it's refreshing. It's good. His block game is what the game been missing. All right, his ability on the block, he kind of remind me off the block of Bernard King, patient. Bernard King Carmelo ain't nothing but a Bernard King clone with a 3-point shot. That's exactly who Carmelo is. So kind of go hand in hand. He's real patient on the block. His daddy was a former NBA player, played with the Kings, I think a couple other teams. But yeah, his block game is patient. He get proper leverage. He could turn and gun. So he really got a really, really good block game. Block game is nice. Then he go out to three and he shoots a high percentage at three. He shoots 44% at three. And he attempts some. He shoots over 45% from the field, 84% from the free throw line. Oh, this is at home. My bad. Let me see. Well, he's doing good at home, but he shoots 43% overall. Right? He shoots 43%, 40 over 45% from the field. Almost 80% from the free throw line. You like to see that. 16 points a game, 2 fouls, 2 turnovers that he cleaned up with more repetition, 1.4 steals, one block, 2 assists, 6.3 rebounds. With a man body that could continue to improve. And like I said before, I heard the name. I think B. Taylor said we need to take him number 1 overall, but I didn't see the game. And seeing the game he's polished. Then he even can pull up a little bit. He come off the pick and roll and pop, pow. He got a little pull up jumper that remind me of Carmelo KG. So that's who it remind me of. Now people always make KG's it always makes KG's his tenacity. They automatically kind of stop comparisons to KG because the one guy don't have the tenacity, but because he ain't got the energy KG got, so he ain't KG. So the people just like, oh, he's just too timid. I know B. Taylor was saying that last year about Evan Mobley. I said he remind me of like KG with a rag. This kid really do remind me of him too, but a little bit more Carmelo Bernard King, to his patience, his pull up game, and then also you got that KG explosiveness to really explode at the rack. So like I said before, I think just knowing his dad was a former basketball player, I think the work ethic is there. I think the work ethic is there. One thing you can help for is clean bill of health, and he already got a head start on a lot of other kids who parents wasn't in the NBA. He already know to look out for the women. He know how to work. He have a father that hold him responsible, and make sure he fly straight. And like I said before, man, the kid game is like, you know what I'm saying? He's a veteran. The way he play, he's a vet. He don't play too fast. He play within himself. He make the proper pass. He could pass too. You know what I'm saying? He can make the pass. He can spot up and shoot. He got what don't you want? The question is he gonna end up a 5? He gonna stay a 4? And that's a great question because I actually think that you can play somebody like Mo Bamba next to him, and I think they'd be straight. Somebody like Jalen Smith next to him, I think they'd be straight. I think you can match this fly with another explosive another athletic big fella, and you probably rule the play. And I think Evan Mobley might be bringing that kind of back to the game. You know what I'm saying? That long rangey guy. Now, these guys can shoot threes, but they can't get out there and defend at the 3-point line. And like I said before, Mobley around the same height. They got him. Some people got listed at 7. Some people got listed at 6'11". He light in the butt, but he balling. I think Jabari Smith Jr. has the kind of Jalen Smith body, but Evan Mobley body. I think Smith has kind of put some weight on. But like I said before, it seemed like he a better shooter than Evan Mobley. I think he a better shooter than Evan Mobley. Now defensively, that's interesting because he's a great defender, but they kind of got similar height, probably similar length. You missed out on Mobley, rightfully so, for Cade Cunningham last year. You might get an opportunity to take him, but like I said, it's sketchy. Yeah, it's sketchy at the time. Some people want Pablo, some people want Jabari Smith. You got the kid from Duke creeping up there, Jalen Durham. So yeah, you got options. Yeah, buddy. They got options. So it'd be very interesting. But yeah, he reminds me of those 3 guys right now. I haven't gotten to super duper detail as far as his weaknesses and all that. But like I said, this game is tight. Tight. Miami and KG. I keep saying it. Block game like Melo, pull up game like KG and Melo, Bernard King. That's what block game just he patient. He's a smooth operator. Smooth operator. I like Evan Mobley last year, but a lot of guys were saying that he's too small, this, that, and the third. But shit, that's what you gotta be. You gotta be like shifty and quick to get out there and range. And they paired him with Jared Allen. They doing pretty good. So you got to be pretty, got to get out there. And then they can shoot threes, but okay, it's one thing not to post and make somebody pay on the block, right? But you got to be, if you ain't going to post up, then you got to be a good perimeter defender. And that's what they getting from Evan Mobley. Now he able to get on even if he beat to the rack, either old boy Jared Allen going to race it or he gonna make up ground. So yeah, that's pretty much that's what they getting, bro. And Pistons might need to go ahead and match that too. Now you got Giannis kind of putting his head down, getting to the rack, doing what he want to do at will. You probably gonna need, Jared Allen type of guy in there. Now, if you can make something work, but you end up with Durham and Smith, cool. But if you can go get Durham, yeah. If you go get Jalen Smith and pairing with Jabari Smith, you might have something. You go get Mo Bamba pairing with Jabari Smith, you might have something. You looking for those athletic guys that can get on the perimeter, not only shooting offensively on the perimeter, but they're able to get out there and able to make up ground with their length and their effort. So yeah, that might be the that might be the move. Then you go there, you pair 2 of them guys together. Then you look at what else you can improve. And I think going from this point right now, if it's going into the Jeremy Grant trade or going into the offseason, I think right now you need a true point guard. You need a 5. I think those are 2 things you just need, growth. Probably need the coach too. So yeah, a huge fan of him, bro. I'm gonna try to turn on more of their games, bro, because he is, you might see Pablo, he might, be a little bit more shiftier and attack the rim. That's fine. The thing about Jabari Smith, he got a vets game. He got an old YMCA game. He got athleticism. He know how to play at the proper speed. He know how to attack. He know when to take the shot. He been well schooled. That's shout out to the coach he had over his lifetime. Shout out to his pops being in the league. But he if you watch what he do, man, if he got the work ethic, man, the sky's the limit for a guy like that. Because he got the complete package. Come off the pick and roll, hit it, attack the rim. He got a very, very veteran-like game. The only thing he got to do is just get used to the speed, get a little bigger, stronger. He probably gonna get taller, and his reach gonna get longer too. So he's special to me, bro. I think he seemed like he come from a good family, dude. So we'll see. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out Detroit Piston Talk playlist. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you have a business question, inquiry, sponsor, video request, all my social media links, subscription. Twitter's the fastest way, then Facebook, then Instagram. All my social media links there. Twitter's the fastest way, then Facebook, then Instagram. If you want to reach out, want to make a financial donation, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link, description. Appreciate the financial donations. Best way to donate. Thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button, the bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase chance to get notifications. Appreciate the love and support. Check out my main channel, Goodfella TV, for more sports news and